Hey guys, today we're discussing the new patch notes 4.3D. This is the last patch note before the newer and the fresher one, patch note 4.4, that is going to land into the Wild Rift on 25th. And I have a lot to say about these patch notes, you'll see. So let's start with champion changes, and as you can see, our favorite Hecarim, our ghosty ghost, is getting a little nerf. I think this is not really necessary, to be honest, because I did not feel that he was too powerful. For example, like Vladimir or Kain when they were first added to the Rift, you know? In a nutshell, what developers wanted to do with Hecarim is they wanted to make him less tankier and easier for the enemy team to kill him, basically. So because of that, they made the damage and magic resistance reduced, and also health regeneration and bonus of maximum health also reduced, and also his health regeneration from damage dealt to enemy targets reduced as well. And yeah, cooldown of Onslaught of Shadows, his ultimate is also increased. So they nerfed Hecarim a lot, and I think that he's going to be now not very frequently picked, especially in high elo, because on Master, when I was playing versus Hecarim, he did not feel really strong. Like, wow, I didn't want to ban Hecarim, and now I won't be banning Hecarim at all. So this was unnecessary in my opinion. Now let's go and talk about Janna's rework. We all know that developers started to make different reworks with champions. First it was Lux, and now it's Janna, and in the future it's going to be Sona. They reworked her passive ability, and they also reduced bonus movement speed from her passive ability from 8% to 5%, and they changed the passive. So her allies, instead of gaining speed by 8% while moving towards Janna, now they earn 5% movement speed when just being around Janna. So this is kind of a little rework. I don't know, it doesn't make too much difference in my opinion, but this sucks that they reduced bonus movement speed gained by Janna. Now she is not that super fast and furious as she was before. Her tornado got buffed a lot, and the magic damage increased, the time takes for the storm to reach its destination reduced, and it also now 2 charges of tornado instead of 1 charge, and now the charging time for the storms is fixed, and it's 0.75 seconds instead of, you know, earlier you could decide how long you want this tornado to be charged, and the damage and the knock-up depended on how long you charge a tornado. Now it's all gone. So now all fixed, and the damage fixed, and everything is fixed, and you just push the skill and tornado releases and knocks up the enemy. And of course it's very annoying, especially in the early game. I tried it myself with Janna, and it really annoys the enemy because you have 2 charges of tornado, and the cooldown between this is really low. So yeah, this is a pain in the ass indeed. They reworked the second ability, Zephyr. Now they kinda nerfed this ability, to be honest. They kinda nerfed it because they reduced the magic damage from it. You remember how this ability really hit hard when you was using this to the enemy, and it was slowing the enemy very much, and it was really like damaging ability? Now it's not, because they reduced it a lot. And the cooldown is increased, so basically this is a less useful ability for Janna now. I don't know why would they do that. Maybe because the tornado now it's too overpowered, they decided to even up the magic damage and the, you know, utility of Janna a little bit by nerfing this ability. But this ability was one of the main abilities of Janna, and this was so powerful against ADCs and squishy champions. They just removed all of this. So now Janna doesn't gain bonus movement speed, and she doesn't gain any bonus magic damage when attacking an enemy. So instead of gaining only 6% bonus movement speed, dealing bonus magic damage when attacking enemies, it's all gone. Now instead of this, they increased Janna's movement speed by 15, 20, 25, 30. So basically this ability is mostly for speeding up yourself and your allies. Also, this one is really crazy, because this ability automatically searches 3 nearby allies or enemies, and Janna will increase her ally champion's movement speed by 15 of her 3 nearby allies, or deal magic damage to the enemies. So it's not at the same time, because if it was at the same time, it would be too much powerful. So basically you either speed up your allies or deal magic damage to the enemies, and you don't slow the enemies enemies with this ability anymore. The slow is gone. Now her shield, Eye of the Storm, guys. They reduced the shielding itself, as you can see. Yeah, shield value is reduced. And they removed that Janna provides a shield to ally champion or turret that absorbs damage. So they removed the shield that she can apply only to one single target. Instead of this, now Janna provides a shield that absorbs damage to herself and an ally champion with lowest health. If there is a turret nearby, the same shield will also be provided to the turret. The shield lasts for 3 seconds without any decay. So I don't know if that is a buff or a nerf, because the shield value is reduced, the amount of time of the shield is reduced from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Okay, now she can shield more than just one single target, but is it worth it? I'm not sure. And the biggest crap that happened with Janna is her Monsoon with her healing ultimate. Now, first thing, they reduced the amount of healing from her ultimate, as you can see. Hugely reduced it. Hugely reduced it. They removed during the Monsoon, Janna needs to constantly channel it. So like, if you remember before, when you were ulting, you had to stay at the place. Otherwise, the ultimate would have been interrupted and stopped. Now, Janna can move freely after casting the Monsoon and use other abilities and blah blah blah. But can you see how much they reduced the healing regeneration per second? This is insane. This is wow. This is, can you see how this is insane? And I tried it. I played Janna and I was like, what the heck? Where is my freaking healing? It doesn't do anything, and it doesn't help that I can move around. No, I'd rather stay at the place and heal the hell out of my allies like it was before. And now I just don't feel the power of Janna. I don't like this rework. They are simplifying the champions. They are making it not interesting to play, because it was not interesting to play Janna now. Not at all. I did not enjoy playing Janna. Write your thoughts whether you liked it or not, but we are moving on to the second poor champion that got nerfed, and this is Katarina. Katarina players always find a way to catapult themselves into the fight and slash their enemies apart, especially in higher levels of play. Because of this, we're slightly adjusting her damage to that so that her foes have a chance to fight back. This was the thing of Katarina. This is why people would pick Katarina and play her. And look what they did to this. Base damage massively reduced, and ability power ratio massively reduced. So now Katarina is just a A-tier champion, nothing more than that. But of course the mainers of Katarina will say, oh, you won't nerf me because I'm the mainer of Katarina. I have level 7 mastery and 1100 games with her. I'm not afraid of any nerfs. But guys, all of Katarina mainers, I wish good luck, and tell me, how do you feel the new experience of playing Katarina? And my favorite my favorite freaking champion change. Well, it's not a change, it's a freaking buff. And guess to who? To Kayn. To Kayn, guys. So instead of nerfing the blue Kayn, our freaking genius developers decided to buff the red Kayn. You know, it was so sad that only blue Kayn was demolishing the Wild Rift. Now the red Kayn should be also freaking overpowered, so that everyone would ban Kayn 99.9% of the cases. Because I will. I don't want to play against this. I hate it. I ban Kayn every single time. Darkin base health regeneration is increased. What? From 18% to 20%? This is insane. And then darken damage of target's maximum health. Oh look, it's insane. Like, what are they thinking of? This I never will understand. Instead of nerfing this crazy shit, they buffing another shit. I don't know what's their goal, guys. So now let's talk about Renekton, and they're buffing him again. Renekton has been struggling in the Baron lane. We've seen that he hasn't been able to apply enough pressure in the early game and mid stages of the game to land this Croc A hand. We're increasing his sustainability and damage so that Renekton can regain his glory as one of the best fighters of the Rift. So yeah, basically they buffed Renekton again. Good luck to you, Renekton. Actually, this is a good buff because Renekton was indeed weak and he needed it. So in this case, a applause to you developers. Thank you very much. Let's go to our next champion, Wukong. And they are also buffing our freaking monkey. They are buffing his first ability, basically everything, health regeneration, base damage, damage ratio, and also they are reducing the cooldown of his second ability. When he is becoming invisible and everything, now he will be doing it even faster than before. And actually Wukong was pretty solid jungler, but now he will be strong. Now Wukong will be strong and it will be a good pick into the jungle. That was a good change. Xin Zhao is getting buffed. So Xin Zhao got a little bit of a buff to his second ability. So they basically increased his attack damage. This is basically everything they did with Xin Zhao. Will this affect this champion a lot? I would not say that it will, but thank you for that. Okay, let's try and play Xin Zhao with the increased attack damage of his second ability. Now there are some other gameplay changes. So Ancient Coin got a buff with gold and a one-time health regeneration. Also, Berserker's Greaves got a buff with attack damage. Boots of Dynamism get also a buff, and it now is lower in the price because, to be honest, Boots of Dynamism was not worth the money it cost. Due to its stats, it was too expensive, and now I see it fair, you know? So these boots now are solid, and maybe you should probably go for it. Duskblade of Draktar is constantly being changed, buffed or nerfed, and now it's buffed again. So basically the armor penetration is increased, the base damage is increased. So now Duskblade of Draktar is a freaking strong item. You should pick it. Harmonic Echo, now for all support lovers, guys, this now is cheaper. And Healing Amount is also increased, as you can see, 70 to 130. Oh my god. So basically they want supports to pick this item earlier because it's now cheaper, and they want to, I don't know, play around healing maybe. So yeah, anyway, jokes aside, this item now is a solid pick for any support, basically any enchanter support and healing support. Of course, you should go for it, and not the last item, but maybe second or even first. I don't know, based on what you play and what you prefer to do. Magnetron enchant is constantly being changed and reworked. Now its maximum movement distance increased and cooldown reduced. So kind of they are nerfing Mercury's threads. They're reducing magic damage from 15% to 12%, but they kind of adding a little bit of maximum health, like increasing it in compensation of what they've done to reducing magic damage. I don't know why Mercury's threads did not feel too much OP, and I must say that this made Mercury's threads not as useful as it was before. So they kind of nerfed plated steel caps as well. They reduced physical damage by 12% to 10%, plated steel caps. This one I didn't understand. It was not the best boots to buy, but now it's even shittier. So now I don't know who will buy this because it just doesn't worth it. If you think the other way, please let me know. So they nerfed Relic Shield a little bit by making the healing effect a little bit less. So one-time heal regeneration after you kill the minion as a support with the Relic Shield is reduced. It's not a big deal. So, but they buffed the Ancient Coin here. They buffed health regeneration, and they buffed gold earned from the killing minions, and they nerfed, I don't know, maybe they want us to buy, maybe they want support to buy Ancient Coin much often, because I did not see, and I don't see that supports buy Ancient Coin too often. They usually go for Relic Shield because it's easier to use and it gave a lot of health regeneration, but now maybe they will go for Ancient Coin instead. And there is a lot of rune changes, guys, so they're just experimenting on us, and they just want to see how it will work with the changed runes. And if you want to read it in details, you can go for it. It's nice that we have a great diversity of it now, but I'm not a rune freak. I'm a skin freak. And as for this patch, we had to have Ashenite Pike released in October 12th. By the way, I don't know why, maybe they already did while I'm recording this video. I'm gonna check after I finish, but we didn't get Ashen Pike yet, and I'm reminding you that it's coming into Hextech, and I don't understand why it's coming into Hextech. I don't, because how many skins does Pike have? One. He has one shitty skin that is really ugly, and instead of just adding another skin, okay, make it legendary, make it cost 1,320 wild cores, whatever, make it expensive, but don't put the skin into the hex deck. It's not fair for the Pike mainers, I think. I don't play Pike, but if I would have been playing Pike, it would have been so unfair. Like, why would I have to pay 10 times more than some Ezreal mainer who have 1,000 skins? That is not fair. Release Ashen Pike into the store and then make the Chroma into the hex deck, so the players have the choice, you know, if they want to spend extra money or they don't. But this is a robbery, and I wouldn't buy this skin just because of the principles, right? What the heck? I don't have words to describe how I'm frustrated right now. And yeah, we're getting Stargazer Jax later this October, releasing on 23rd. And this skin is kinda okay. Jax don't have many beautiful skins, so I don't know where it will be released, into Hextech or into the regular store. But something tells me that it's gonna be into the Hextech as well, unfortunately, guys. So, Riot becoming more and more greedy each and every patch. Have you noticed that? Anyway, I don't understand their strategy and their thoughts, but this is it. This is what we have to deal with. Please write your thoughts into the comment section about this patch. And as for me, the bottom line, this is a shittiest patch of the recent patches. And I'm telling you this not because I hate the game. I love the game. This is my favorite game ever. But I'm just frustrated because all of these changes just don't feel right. It don't feel that it's something that we really need. They are going into this strange direction, and God knows where it will lead us and where it will lead the game. Let's hope that everything will just fix with time, and I don't know, maybe they will open their eyes and see and look into the real problems and fix this. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to comment and like, and of course subscribe if you didn't yet. I love you. See you very soon.